Hey, it's Big Game James McCarty, the sports director at Flag Family Media, and we're here now with the starting center of the MSUM Dragons, Nick Haugrud. Nick, man, you guys the last couple of weeks have had a blast offensively. Those guys have been slinging the football out, just shy of 100 yards rushing last week against McKendree, but that's not possible without the big dogs up front. How would you say the performance of your team has been through the first 3 weeks of the year?
Oh, really good. We got guys sticking to the game plan, and as you know, just overall improvement every week has just really helped this team out. And got to shout out the guys in the O-line, just proving every day, sticking to the game plan.
And we knew we had to talk to an offensive lineman this week after everything that you guys had done the first couple of weeks. You as the center on that, you're kind of like the quarterback of the offensive line. You're sitting there, you got that football between your legs, and you're going, all right, we got to bark out this order, we got to bark out that call, we need to make an adjustment here. So how has that gone for you as a leader on the offensive line, knowing that you basically you have to make out every call to make sure everybody makes that block? How does that kind of go on a play-to-play basis?
Well, we read the defense, and then we just try to get out a call as soon as possible. And, I'm not perfect. I'm a human. So we try to stick together as an O-lineman, and they help me with the calls. It's not only me. So try to do it as a whole unit together.
Trying to piggyback off that a little bit, I did see one of your younger players in the offensive line, Brendan Selheim. He's been elevated to the starting left guard this week for you. A redshirt freshman, a big-framed young man, a guy who's shown steady improvements his first couple of years here. What are you doing as a center and really a vet on this offensive line to be able to help him be successful against a really tough Augie team?
We're just trying to bounce off each other, give us each other ideas, about the guys that are lining up against each other, because we're right next to each other, so we're going against the same guys every play, So just letting each other know different cues of the other guy we're going against. So
when you see this front for Augustana this week, they're going to be big, they're physical, they're fast, but they run a nickel set. So they're going to have basically that 4-2 out in front of you, and you're going to have to look, and I got to imagine every play, for some nickel or a cornerback to possibly be shooting out there. How do you prepare for a team like that maybe has a little bit of a different defensive scheme than what you're used to seeing on a week-to-week basis?
We just try to see everything on film. We try to get every film against every game, try to watch all the film as possible, and hopefully every look shows up. But sometimes they'll get you, but you just gotta stay and come prepared a little bit.
If I were to ask you what the biggest key to getting a victory on Saturday afternoon is going to be in Augustana, what would you say that is from an offensive perspective?
I would say just staying in a flow. Of course they're going to get some big plays, but we can't get down on ourselves. We got to keep going and just keep the flow of the game going, and don't give up. It's going to be a battle, and we know that. So,
what have you learned most about your team the first 3 games of the year? Because we know against Wayne State, you were up early, you fell behind, but you kept battling to the last minute. You went and you kicked the tail out of Minot State, you kicked the tail out of McKendree, and now you're going to hit the beef of the order with Augustana, Bemidji State, Sioux Falls, schools like that coming up. So what would you say for your guys you've worked on most to be able to be successful this weekend?
We've worked on a lot of things, but I think it really comes down to just sticking to the game plan. Everybody's buying into the whole facility and the whole works of the whole team, you know what I'm saying? So everybody's just buying in, and that's how we stay locked in and dedicated for this team.
From an offensive line perspective, what are you guys working on most this week to be successful in Augustana this weekend?
We're working on the run game and the pass game. One helps the other, and the other one helps the other. So, we just want to stay on ahead of schedule. Don't want to get down into 3rd and long, 2nd and long, things like that. So we just want to stay ahead of schedule is the biggest thing.
I think the biggest thing people at home are wondering as well, when you guys get a pancake block, we've seen that over the last couple of years. There are different schools that do different celebrations. Do you have anything specific you guys do to celebrate some of those big blocks as a unit, or is it just, go help pick them up and then you guys just go hop around afterwards?
Well, one big thing that we always talk about is celebrate with each other. So always celebrating with each other, whether it's a touchdown or a pancake, that's the biggest thing. Don't need to rub it in the other guy's face. Just have a good time with your teammates.
Awesome. I love that. Well, hey, we want to thank you for coming at your time. We appreciate it. Good luck against Augie. Good luck the rest of the season. We're looking forward to watching you guys lay a few more guys out on their tails.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm Big Game James McCarty, the sports director at Flag Family Media. Have a great rest of your day.